Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a wig review for one of the newer styles from Ellen Wille. This is the absolutely adorable and effortless flow in one of my new favorite colors, Rosewood Lighted. And Rosewood Lighted is different than Rosewood Brown Shaded, so we'll talk a little bit about that. But if you have been eyeing this style or this color, make sure to stay tuned. Don't forget to check out my affiliate link in the description. I have both Canada and US affiliate links for Chiquelle, where you can get 30% off using that link. For any wigs you've been eyeing, this one or others, just want to point you to that. And as always, please subscribe to my channel, hit that bell, give me a thumbs up, and let's get started with the adorable flow. So there's a reason why I put on a t-shirt with this wig. I put on a t-shirt with this wig because flow is one of those effortless styles. It's a style that I feel like, even though it looks, amazing, it's got that kind of that ease to it where you could just throw it on with a t-shirt and it looks great. And that's why I put it on with a t-shirt, because I love an effortless style that maybe isn't too fancy. It could be fancy. You can always dress it up, but it's also a style that could be more casual. Now, of course, it looks like it's salon colored because nobody has pink hair. So we'll talk about that. I love the color, but let's take a look at the adorable and effortless flow from all sides. Here we have her from the front, the side, the back, and my other side. I didn't have to do a thing to this wig out of the box. I literally threw her on my head and she looked just like this. Now, because she's part of my collection, I did put scar tape and powder on the part line, and you can see how beautifully natural that looks, even though it has a darker root. This color is Amazeballs, but let's get into the dimensions first. So Flow has it says it has a 6.5 side swept bang, and I would say that is correct. I always check with my 7.5-inch base. So it has 6.5 front side swept bangs, and then it has a nape of 8, a crown of 10, and the sides are 9, and a nice and lightweighted 3.8 ounces. I feel like they're not including the layers in the dimensions. And I always say this is why you watch reviewers, because if you were to just go by this, you would think the whole thing is 10 inches. And there's definitely shorter layers in here than 9. There's layers all throughout this wig. It's a very kind of layered, edgy cut with just maybe a slight bend to the hair, but more straight than it is curly. It's got just a slight bend, but look at all these layers, and those are not in the description. So always important to watch reviewers to get the full skinny. The hairline is phenomenal. The knots are so tiny, and they bring some of the lighter color up there. The part line is pre-plucked, which is great. And let's talk about this color. Now, these are heat-defiant fibers, so they're definitely more high maintenance than a regular synthetic. And it is going to get on your clothes, so there could be a little bit of tangling. Make sure to use a detangling conditioner when you wear it. Rosewood Lighted is a new color, and I haven't seen her offered in a lot of styles, but I know she's offered in this one. And they have Rosewood Brown Shaded, so you don't want to confuse the two. But if you take a look at Flow, it definitely says in the description that the highlights are concentrated in the front. So the description is medium brown with caramel and rose gold blends with highlights throughout and concentrated in the front. And that's really the big difference between this one and Rosewood Brown Shaded, is that there's more pink concentrated in the front, almost like a money piece around the face. Now, there is still pink throughout, but it's much more blended and much more subtle, mixed with those caramel highlights and the brown base. You can see that it's more blended, and there's not as much of it throughout the wig as there is in the front. And of course, I love pink hair, so bring on more pink. Like, I would love it if the pink was more blended throughout the whole wig. But I mean, I'll take it in the front. I'll take what I can get. And I love the blend with the brown. Now, it doesn't say this is rooted, but I feel like it's definitely darker up here than throughout the rest of the wig. So I think it is rooted, even though it doesn't say that. And again, as I always say, and I've said multiple times in this review, that's what you watch us for, is to get the true skinny. It's definitely rooted. So let's take a look at the cap, go over the cap features, and then we'll have more views of this glorious color in my slider and outside. So with any wig that's in my collection, it has scar tape and powder here, but you do have a left mono part and a full lace front. You have, actually, I've not seen these kinds of ear tabs before. It's like a nice cloth with some seams and metal stays. It has a nice extended nape with that same lovely seamed cloth and Velcro adjusters and open wefted cap. I will say this wig is super low density and it does not have any permatease. This is Ellen Wille, so they run petite to average and their wigs fit my 21.5 circumference size small head perfectly. There is some stretch to the cap, so if you're bigger, they can still fit. If you're a 22, I probably would say a 23 might be a little tight for Ellen Wille. But that's one of the reasons I love Ellen Wille, because they have petite size caps. Let's take a look at this color in more detail outside and in front of my slider. Oh, this color. It is just gorgeous. You can see the caramel in front of my slider, the beautiful pop of pink in the front. Such a pretty color. Like, I'm obsessed. October is for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, pink hair, and this one is gorgeous and perfect to show your support for pink hair. Little windy, little overcast today, but you can still really get a good look at her. You see that they have that caramel blended in as well. Oh, I'm obsessed with this color. I'm a big fan of Flow in general, and I'm a big fan of this incredible color, Rosewood Lighted, which is why she's in my personal collection. I think that this style could flatter pretty much anybody. Maybe not everybody is a fan of having bold pink highlights. That is obviously a personal preference, but there is a multitude of colors in this style. If you enjoyed my wig review, please consider using my affiliate link to purchase with 30% off. And also, as always, please subscribe to my channel, hit that bell, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you at the next one.